Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Saved by Keto. This morning we're doing Keto 20 questions. It's been a thing going around some of the keto channels, and it's a 20 standard question that I'll try to put in the description. AD Keto is the gentleman I saw doing this, and usually they'll call out somebody to do a 20 question or the same 20 questions on their channel. And Keto Steve, if you see me and you want to give it a shot, go for it, man. I'm going to try to do this. This is the second time I've filmed this entire video. It died on the last question on me and didn't save the video last time. All right, so question number 1. When did you make the decision to make a life change? That's easy. That was August 3rd, 2016, when I was diagnosed with diabetes. And then Easter of 2017, I went full keto as opposed to just lower carb. And then, let's see. What food triggered you before keto? I assume they're talking about what food you could just eat, like crazy. And for me, it was ice cream and pizza. Were you an emotional comfort binge eater before keto? Not so much. Needless to say, at 320 pounds, I had no issue eating, but I wouldn't call it a binge eating. Maybe a little binge, but not so much a comfort eater, and definitely not an emotional eater. What stores do you shop at for groceries? Since going to keto, I do Publix for BOGOs only. And then mostly Aldi's, Walmart, Trader Joe's, Lucky's. Because those stores, you can get your grass-fed, non-GMO products a lot easier and cheaper. And all of them are on different routes between my way home or other areas. It's not like I'm driving out of my way for any one of them. Do you think keto is expensive? It does not have to be. It may be a little expensive when you first start out, as you ramp up some of your staples. But all in all, day to day, it doesn't have to be expensive. What are some of your favorite keto foods? The typical bacon, eggs. I'm going to stick with that for now. Let's see. Well, no, I take that back. I make some homemade ice cream that I do love. I also make chocolate and stuff. So those are my favorites. Have you exercised while doing keto? If so, when did you start and at what weight? I did not start exercising until I had dropped under 300 pounds. And the exercise that I have chosen... chosen to do is I ride a standard beach cruiser bicycle. And now up to 10 miles at a clip. And that's and I used to do that daily, rain or shine. I have gotten off of that. So now it's more like, several times a week. But I do it if the time permits. I am not as religious as I used to be. Only because I have other commitments between my son and work and stuff right now. All right. Has your clothing style changed since keto. Not really. Just smaller sizes. How has keto improved your health other than weight loss? I am off all my diabetes and heart medications. I feel great. Don't really, I no longer have any heartburn. I don't really have any sleeping issues for the most part. Describe how keto makes you feel. Again, makes me feel great. Like I said, I have not been sick since starting keto, while everybody else has. I still get allergies. Do you feel like you had to give up anything for this lifestyle? Absolutely. It's not that you can't substitute quite a bit of different things. You do give up a lot. Don't get me wrong. You know, I was a huge carb eater before. I loved bread. I loved rice. I loved, like I said, pizza. The ice cream's not an issue because, you know, we can make our own. But there's really, I mean, I've tried a couple different keto alternatives, and they're good. Don't get me wrong. It does satisfy that craving, but it ain't the same. Well worth it, though. Wouldn't change it for the world. I have no plans on going back, ever. Let's see. What are your goals? My original goal is the weight loss and to get off the medications, most of which I've hit. I'm about 10 pounds off my goal, and I am not letting that bother me whatsoever. In fact, as long as my gut goes down, I will not even care about the weight. All right, where did I go? What are our goals? Have you gained more confidence while doing keto? No, not at all, really. But doing these videos, I've always been a behind the camera person. I mean, literally for work and for other things, but I have obviously to try to help others out, because I'm sorry, once you really get into keto, it's like those annoying vegan people you meet. It becomes an obsession, a cultish feeling, in a good way, and I understand how they feel, even though I think they're crazy and misguided. But the whole idea of the few people that I get to talk to, that I meet, if they're interested, I never force my keto on anybody. Unlike the religious types that come to my door, I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to get into that. They all have their own well intentions also, but they're not getting me. All right, let's see. Does your family do keto with you? Or no, wait. Hold on. Number 14 was... should have been... numbering these. What support have you had? Other than the fact that everybody's thrilled that you were losing weight and stuff, pretty much almost none. Except for watching YouTube and seeing how other folks are doing. Does your family do keto with you? Pretty much no. Nobody in the house, even though my son's trying to be a little good here in the summer. And my wife claims that in July she was going to start after our family vacation coming up the first week. So we'll see. It would be wonderful, a lot easier and harder, because then I'm responsible for keto meals and keto stuff for them, where right now I only have to worry about myself. But it's something I look forward to, don't get me wrong. How many sizes in clothes have you gone down? That's a good one, and one I love. I've gone from XXX t-shirts down to XL. and sometimes 2XL because I still have somewhat of a little paunch there. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the t-shirts, and it's also depending on the manufacturer. So down to about XL, and if I was somebody who liked a tight t-shirt, I would be very comfortable wearing a large. Like on my polo shirts, like the ones I'm wearing now for work, went from a 3XL, and they were a little tight, to XL. And on pants and jeans, I've gone from 42 down to 36, and I could wear a 35, but they don't make those. After 34, they go down to one inch at a time. And then on shorts, I'm wearing 34 inch, and they're getting loose. I started out at 40, 42. All right, question number 17. Are you going to continue keto once you hit your goal? Absolutely. All goals, like I said, relatively have been met. It's a lifestyle. It'll prevent me from having to worry about diabetes. So, it is a lifelong thing. And actually, because the more I've gone on, I've gone more to a nomad, 1 meal a day, more carnivore-esque diet. All right, and then let's see, question 18. Have you ever cheated on keto? Until 2 weeks ago, our vacation to New York City was the first time I've literally cheated whatsoever, meal, item, or otherwise. And that was planned, and that was literally 3 slices of pizza over a 4 day period in New York City. So I still was pretty darn close to keto. I was under 50 total grams, or right around 50 total grams one day, and 25 grams the other. So while I quote-unquote did cheat, I still stayed very keto on everything else. So I really had none of the issues that you'll see some other YouTubers mention, that they went off plan and then they had all these gastrointestinal issues and they felt bad and lethargic and all that other stuff. None. One reason also may be because we were doing so much walking before and after dinner and such, that a lot of those carbs may have been burned up, so they weren't as effective or detrimental. Have you ever? No. Number 19. Do you meal plan or track? I track freaking everything. I weigh myself every single morning and I track for the most part, all my meals for macros and calories and such. Other than the macros, I don't let the weight bother me. Like I said, I track those, but I don't let it blow me away. This morning I was up 2 pounds from yesterday, while yesterday I was 4 pounds down. So, as long as the scale doesn't go over my current decade mark, the 200 to 210, I am not really worrying about it. What are your favorite keto books? I've never had or read a keto book, but I have read some low carb books, and the two that really got me going in searching for keto was Dr. William Davis' books. The first one being Wheat Belly, which I had read and by read I mean audiobook, I had done in about 2 years ago. And then more recently, his Undoctored book. Highly recommend both. Undoctored only if you don't really have the time. Get them from your library. In our county, they're available in audiobook from the library also. And they really helped out on why a lot of this stuff happens. It's funny, Dr. Davis, I don't know for what reason he decided to come out against keto as a lifestyle, other than, a temporary diet. But whatever. Everybody's got their own. He may have an agenda with that. I don't know. But everything else he has commented in his books, especially the Undoctored, I am 100% on board with. Alrighty. And also, I do have a couple cookbooks. Cooking Keto with Christy, the Keto Connect cookbook. Because, I probably didn't need them. The Keto with Christy I bought as an ebook on Amazon, and I will buy her new one. And I use my extra points or dollars to spend on ebooks that I get from doing the ground shipping on Prime. So basically they were free anyway. The Keto Connect book I ordered straight up, though. I actually paid dollars for that because I really want to support them and their efforts with the book. They spend a lot of time on it. Not that every author doesn't, but they're one of the reasons why I'm keto, so I felt like it was a good thing to do. Alrighty. And that's it. Thank you for sticking around this long if you have. And like I said, Keto Steve, if you're listening, do a list. Thank you.